So, what's up, y'all? What's going on? Y'all miss us?
Do you want them to answer back?
Yeah, they should. I mean, I would also hope you're reaching your TV screen or whatever device you're watching this and saying, we miss you, because we miss y'all too. Welcome to Table Talk Tuesday. Today's topic is
Why we do not listen to advice from people who care about us when we know the advice is accurate.
you gonna give us a synopsis?
Why I don't or haven't listened to advice from someone who cared about me.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go.
Honestly, I guess because I just thought that, I don't know, that's a hard one. We got this topic from a viewer, so shout out to our viewers. I guess I just think maybe it won't happen to me type thing. Like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I'm the exception. Like, it's not gonna happen to me. Or my flesh was stronger than their word. Like, at that moment, I wanted what I wanted, and I let that override wisdom. So, okay, for instance, like, I'm gonna air my dirty laundry. So, I was advised by somebody, maybe 2 months ago. I had some alcohol at this particular event that I was at. Okay, I did. And the alcohol was good, and I wanted to take it home. Now, I know, that it's against the law to have open alcohol in your car, but my defense was, I'm not going to drink it in the car. I'm just going to drink it when I get home, but I don't want to pour it out. But, he was like, no, you need to just throw it out. I didn't want to listen. So what happened? I took it in the car, got home, and it spilled all over my floor. Like, I didn't even get a chance to drink it. So, I feel like that was kind of God, like, punished me. But
No driving skills, but hey.
It happened when I got home, not in the car. But anyway, so yeah, I just think, at that moment, my flesh wanted what it wanted over wisdom. Like, I know that if I were to get pulled over, I'd probably be going to jail, or indicted for something.
Indicted? Really?
Yeah.
You'll be indicted?
Charged. Indicted means charged.
Really?
Yes. Do you want to look it up?
Yeah, I know what it means, but
Okay.
you think they're gonna really?
Yeah, they could charge me for that. That's the charge. I cannot have open alcohol in my
They
car.
give you a ticket.
But I would be charged with
nothing.
a crime. That's a crime. It may be a small one, but it's a crime. Why can't he just let me talk? I don't ever interrupt him in any of his little sessions that he's having. But every time I have mine, he want to butt in. And then call on Jesus like, I'm wrong. But anyway, that was my point, My flesh wanted what it wanted. And I didn't want to listen to wisdom. So I think that's why, no matter, because that person, cared about me, and didn't want anything to happen to me. So it wasn't that I didn't trust his judgment. It was just, I wanted what I wanted. So that's my answer.
Okay, give us some more insight on this subject.
Basically, give Chris some more time to think.
No,
even though he interrupted me, but I give y'all another one.
No.
Let me see.
I'll be like,
okay, so maybe, being advised to not date a certain person. We could just say somebody who's an unbeliever. That's in scripture, it's clear. We know that God is the ultimate person who loves us over any person. So he's not just telling us to not do it just because. And then you talk to other people, because as Christians, let's just keep it real. Sometimes you get tired of waiting and you're like, I want to date somebody, and you see somebody that's attractive or whatever. You have different scenarios. And so you get some advice from somebody and they're like, hey, you shouldn't talk to them. Like, this person is not good for you. That happened to me before, and the situation was just catastrophic, Obviously, we're not still together. He just didn't know how to love me, because in the words of my brother Chris, if you don't know God, you don't know love. So, of course, course, if he's not a believer, he can't love me because he don't know God. So, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's just. So why we listen to that, why we choose not to listen to that advice, is because we think we're the exception, and our flesh is stronger than our ear to listen to wisdom in that moment. So that's another situation. What about you?
Well, I want to take the time to say I'm gonna let Kamala keep talking because I was made aware that I take away from her time on Table Talk. So back to you, Kamala. I just love your wisdom. Let's keep going.
We covered this like before the taping started, we stated that we were going to have time to talk, each of us, and that we were going to.
And which I so agree with, but I want to make up for the numerous times that I interrupted you. So I want to give you 3 minutes out of my 5. Go ahead.
Are you serious?
Yeah, come on.
Wow. Y'all, Chris just really doesn't have a lot to talk about with this subject. He didn't really want to do this subject.
No.
But we had a viewer that requested it, and I really think she needs to hear from a man's perspective, you know, why we don't take advice from people who care about us.
I mean, it's not much more than what you said. I think it's a simple fact that we believe that we can be an exception to every rule, and maybe it can be the fact that we want to be more like Jesus. As Christians, we want to say, I can love you through your trespasses, I can love you through your issues. Jesus hung around a bunch of killers. Jesus hung around, people of the who encountered a lot of sin, who did a lot of things that were against the word. And some people may want to take that mentality like, well, if Jesus could love you, I can love you too. So regardless of the flaws that you have, I'm gonna look past them. And sometimes we've been the person people said not to talk to, and we knew we had a lot to offer. So it may be a little bit out of regret, a little bit out of, I owe somebody the chance to give them the benefit of the doubt because I was once the person being talked about. I think it's just a matter of understanding and receiving what other people have said. I've been in numerous situations where people have told me to not to do something, but a lot of times their delivery, their style, and their word usage wasn't well enough that I received it. I took it as hate. I took it as a lack of consideration of how I feel about the issue, and I decided to do what I wanted to do, not because I was ignoring you, but because the way you delivered what you said just didn't come off appealing enough for me to listen. I just think we live and we learn. It's part of the process, and like I said, I'm sure a lot of people have went against the odds and been successful. People told other people not to do something. It's so saturated, it's so watered down. People tell you not to do something, not to do it, whether they believe it or not. You never know what their intent is. So we do stuff hoping for the best of the situation, and in return, we get like a coin flip. It's a coin flip, and I think we always take the latter of the coin flip, and the latter is how we feel about it instead of what people told us about it. It's like our parents tell us not to touch that hot stove, and you just want to keep touching it. Then you touch it, you burn yourself. Then you know why they told you not to touch it. But if you have never touched that stove, you would have, never learned that lesson. So I don't know. I think it's just part of the makeup of who we are. I think we just got to pay close attention and just ask the Holy Spirit to guide us in the direction we need and in a place of people in our life that will be able to persuade us with their style and the usage of their words to not make bad decisions. But I think overall you covered everything. I don't know what else to say. This subject was given to us by a viewer, and I appreciate the viewer. We actually talked to that person. They gave us an insight. That's just the makeup. We hard-headed. We've always been hard-headed as people. We just naturally hard-headed. I think God knows we're hard-headed, and you either be hard-headed, or what my mom used to always say, a hard head to make us soft. So, I don't know. I guess like I said, we just make the bad choices for the good reason.
Yeah. One thing that I've kind of started saying is when someone's talking, like they're talking for a reason. know, like as children sometimes it's like, why is mama or daddy repeating themselves? Or, you told me that already. But when a person is telling you something, they're not just telling you 9 times out of 10 to hear themselves talk. Like they're telling you because it's beneficial for you, because they're actually trying to look out for you. So I think just a takeaway from that is to really, you know, kind of get outside of yourself, because I think a lot of us have this mentality where it's like we know it all, you know, and what somebody's telling me, like, this can't benefit me, I know it all. So I think if we can kind of get outside of ourselves and realize, hey, this person is telling me this for a reason, they're not just telling me this to hear themselves talk, then maybe I should take it into consideration. Maybe I should really consider that this person cares about me and is telling me this for a reason. Whether that be a best friend, whether that be a mom, a dad, a pastor, a sister, whoever. Like, if they come up to you like, hey, you know, I just want to let you know, like, when you said that, it came off this way, or, you wearing that, it's really revealing something about you that maybe you don't want to reveal about yourself as a woman of God or a man of God, or, if you choose to take that road, like, I just want to let you know, like, it's a detour up ahead, and it may push you back 5 or 10 minutes later. You're like, oh, no, I just went up that road 5 minutes ago, and you go up there and you realize, well, 5 minutes ago they put a detour up there. Like, so just really taking into consideration that when a person tells you something who loves you, you know the heart behind that person, they're telling you for a reason.
Yeah, I think we've become a culture where we associate anything that is against what we believe with hate. Oh, you're a hater, you're a hater, you're a hater. So, if it's against how we feel or what we thought about, oh, you're a hater, you're a hater, you're a hater. And so we don't take it and reconsider. We don't reconsider it. We don't go back and reconsider what we thought about. We just take it as you're a hater, because that's what culture has taught us. It taught you if somebody goes against you, your opinion, or goes against what you believe, or don't like something you're doing, they're a hater. And sometimes it's not that they're hating. They're just trying to get you to consider what they may know about the situation already, or what they've witnessed from somebody else going down that path. And it goes with everything in life. It goes with not only while we do things people tell us not to do, like I said, when we don't want to reconsider it, we hard-headed, and sometimes we have pure intent. We think we can change this outcome, but a lot of times it's when we don't have a lot of maturity to sit and really analyze the situation. Maturity doesn't always mean you're childish. It just means you don't have a lot of wisdom on a topic. When you're immature, in a sense, when you're immature on a subject, you only base your opinion off of how you feel about it. And if you don't allow somebody to pour into you, and you say, oh, no, I want to do this, the outcome is going to be bad because you didn't consider everything. And I think that's why we do it, because we're immature in certain topics, or we want to be, like I said before, we want the best to come from it. But, I think people do it more in relationships and abandoning the church, do it with work, do it with school, and just anything. So shout out to all the people that's not listening. You're going to keep making the same old stupid mistake until you learn to listen to each other. God does not send people in our life to give us advice just to be winded. Yes, you got to take everything people say with a grain of salt, but trust and believe that God will send somebody there to give you the right information, and you need to have a discernment of spirits to say, this spirit was different from the other spirits that gave me that information, so let me receive what they saying. But if you're always going to tune everybody out, you're going to keep making the same stupid decisions. And I want to shout somebody out, but I'm just going to play the nice guy right now.
This is why he has a partner to help level him out. So that's Table Talk, you guys. We love y'all. Please like, comment, share. Leave us comments if y'all have a topic that y'all want us to discuss that we haven't hit on yet.
Yeah, love y'all. If somebody give you advice on the issue, just consider it, pray about it, and make the best decision. We thank y'all for joining us every Tuesday.
Hi.
Peace.